Hello, welcome to another T67 game. Right, in this game I'm top tier in fact, so there's a tier 5s, a whole bunch of 4s and 3s, it's about 50% tier 5. Fairly good mix of tanks, 4 heavies, bunch of mediums, a few TDs, and then a couple of scouts and then artillery. So we're a bit light on the scout and artillery section, but there's not too many heavies either, which is nice, so I might actually be able to do something in this game. So right, we're off. All the tier 5 heavies, which is not bad because T67 gun can get through their armour fairly easily. I wouldn't want to go face on with a Churchill or something like that, but as long as I flank, getting in the sides and the rear should be fairly easy. Right, going down this side, as you will see on the right hand side of the minimap, left hand side of the minimap, sorry, there's like this long valley. So my current plan is to hide behind a bush at this end, well behind this building, and then behind a bush, and eventually snipe down the valley. So M5 is heading up the slope. I think he's probably going to die fairly soon actually. There's a reason that kind of behaviour is called suicide scouting. I'll try not to ram the Churchill. Damaging your inside is generally not advisable. Hit the Stuart. Can we get him again? Nope. Why is he still alive? How is he still alive? Come on, alright, okay, I didn't get him. ST something or other is headed up there. So now I'm going to head over to these bushes. A bit of a gamble at the moment because I can't see anybody down there and I'm not sure how good my camouflage is. So they may or may not be able to see me. Which is why I'm currently sitting here. Panzer IV up there, OIXP is up there as well. Don't care about them at the moment. Decided now, I can't really see anybody, I'm just going to move forward and kind of chill behind here. So the hill on my right is protecting me from the main valley, and then the bush is protecting me as well. So I can hopefully stay hidden. So one shot nails him, second shot kills him. So that's my first kill of the game. I'm going to let the M2 sit there, because they can all shoot at him. B1, one hit. 2 hit, got his track as well I think, there, another hit, and can we get a last hit? Yes, second kill. Right, a whole bunch of enemies over there. Got him Stug 3, which is actually a modification of the Panzer 3 for anybody who's interested. The Germans got a bit desperate for vehicles during the war, so what they did was their old obsolete tanks, such as the Panzer 3, where they couldn't upgun them because they were too small. What they did was they took the turret off, which allowed them to put an extra gun on. So instead of having to retool an armaments factory to produce a whole new type of tank, they could repurpose their old factory and carry on churning out vehicles because they were so desperate for vehicles. This is also where tanks like the Hetzer come from. Hetzer was actually originally based on a Czech chassis, which the Germans took over when they took over Czechoslovakia. They took over the tank factories. Okay, this Skoda up here, he's not looking in my direction, so I can put some shots into him. That's him down. He's shooting at me, I think. No, he isn't. He's shooting the other way. Ha! And then one last shot. Boom! Got him as well. So I'm now on 5 kills. That's more than I think I've ever got in any other game on this tank. I might have got 6 once. Gosh, that was artillery. So now I'm just going to chill here and repair my track. Meanwhile, the Cruiser 4 goes past. Now we're done, and now we're going around this way. So the game is still currently relatively close. It's 10 to 8, so it still could be turned around. There's no reason why the other team couldn't take this game back. I've had games where we've won at worse odds than this. 10-9, looks like they are making a serious effort to take it back. There's a guy over there who's being dealt with by the Churchill, so I'm not going to worry about him. And now we're heading up this way. So what was I saying about the Czechs? Yeah, the Germans took over the Czech armament factories, and again, same deal. They couldn't retool the factories. They didn't have enough time. You know, you don't want to take your factory out of operation for a year while you're putting a new tooling in to build your Tiger tank or whatever, but you still need to put bigger guns on your vehicles. So you get the old chassis and put a new tank on it. Put a new, what am I talking about? You get the old chassis and then you put a big gun on, take the turret off so you can fit the gun in. Another kill, that puts me up to 6. And yeah, then you got, this is where the German so-called tank destroyers came from, because although they weren't really tank destroyers, if you take the American definition, because they were basically just a cheap way of putting guns on armoured hulls. That's what they were basically for. The downside being, compared to the American ones, you actually had to aim the whole vehicle, whereas the American tank destroyers obviously had turrets, which made them a bit more versatile. They had no armour, but they had turrets. Now, these last two guys are being a bit of a pain because they're hiding over there and there's things like houses and bushes and things in the way, so I'm now moving to try and get a good view. And neither of them seem to be aware that I'm here. I think there's a bit too much cover between us, which suits me. Missed the Churchill there, come on, hit him. Here we go. And another shot. Yeah, killed him. Right, KB is the last guy. If I can get him, then that will get me my epic medal. Did I take his track out? Was that me? Don't know, I missed him then. Got him! He almost got me, but not quite. And that is the end of the game. So, I think I've got results now, so let's move on to those. So, all in all, that's about the best game I've ever had in a T67. I got an epic medal, the Radley Walters medal, for getting 8 kills, and I got the Top Gun badge for getting more than 6 kills. You can see all my kills down the right hand side. There's like 8 actual kills, and I hurt a couple of others. Got a couple of hits into the M7, got one into the Stuart. All in all, pretty good going. Got the Mastery badge for getting more experience than 95% of other players in the last week, which is also very nice. 1,300 experience that was, just over, which is very good considering I didn't get the ×3 bonus for the first victory of the day in that battle. And then I got 30,000 credits, which is basically pure profit, because apart from replacing ammo, I don't think I have any repair costs at all. So all in all, I'm very proud of that game, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. If anybody has any comments, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll get to them. If you have any suggestions for vehicles you want to see games of, you can see my garage there, which is its current state, so any of those vehicles I can do games for. If you have a request for any other vehicles, feel free to mention those as well. Might take a while, so I might have to work my way up to them, but that's fine. If you have any gameplay suggestions, ideas for tactics or anything else, I want to hear those as well. And please subscribe if you haven't already. But thank you very much for watching, I appreciate it, and I will be making more videos.